Hello everyone and welcome to this new webinar organized by MLT Group Conveyor Solution Expert. Welcome to everyone and I hope you are well. I'm Maxime, I'm the speaker of this webinar. I will present you today MLT in the heart of the cement plants and the 5 innovative solutions to optimize the maintenance of your conveyors. Really stay until the end, we have a lot of things to show you, it will be great. The product manager will speak today and share with me their experience that they had on site. We also have a chat and our technical experts are here. Do not hesitate to ask questions, they will answer you quickly. While waiting for everyone to connect, for everyone to arrive, a brief introduction why we have chosen this webinar today. Just because we made one last year in 2020, it went very well and you were by 80% to tell us that you were interested for the next webinar for the subject of cement plants, and that's why we made it today. About the contents, very briefly, we will start with global cement plants market, then we will give you the two key concerns for the maintenance of your conveyors on this sector, and finally, what you are waiting for, the 5 innovative solutions to optimize the maintenance of your conveyors. As you can see, and you might have already seen on the social media, and thanks to the MLT team, we have a lot of news to present to you. Now that you are all connected, let's focus on our today's webinar, the global cement market. We will start by this topic as I told you in the contents. You can see clearly that China is in the middle of the stage and represent by 2.4 billion tons of production per year, followed by India and the USA. Quite simple because the population is mostly concentrated in these areas. That is why you see this high production, and cement is essential and is manufactured worldwide. That is for the first part. And the second part, we have the main actors, and we talked about China. So you have the Chinese group CNMB, Group LafargeHolcim, that you all know, the CRH Group, Heidelberg, Cimex, Italcementi, and much more. We also have all the independent companies which are involved around, and the group slightly smaller than we obviously work with, and we will be able to answer to all of your solutions. Regarding to the market tendency, you can clearly see that there was a clear rise until 2015, and then the market started to remain steady, but still an until 1% growth per year. Here is what the market estimate actually until 2023. Let's see how things are going with the current COVID situation. What I can say is that especially you need cement plants to assure this global production, that we have more and more people on this planet, so we need you to ensure this production. We have seen the global market trend. We are now going to focus on what we have seen at the heart of the cement plant, the different issues that you are daily facing, and we will focus on conveyor belts. So why? We tend to neglect this part sometimes, but the conveyors are very essential for the smooth operation of the cement plants, and you have to feed the vital organs which are for you, like the ovens and the crushers, etc. And you need to have good maintenance of this conveyor. Well, obviously to be able to produce and control its processes. We will focus on two major issues: the control of manufacturing processes, and in order to increase for you the productivity, and the number two challenge, to optimize conveyor downtime and increase the efficiency in the installation. Today we have 5 innovative solutions to present to you, and we are going to dive into the heart of the cement plants, and we'll right now see our product manager who will be on site. To respond to the current challenging, we will welcome right away our product manager and our first product manager, Dennis. Please, Dennis, come on in.
Thank you.
For safety measure, we will keep a short distance. Please, Denis, introduce yourself to the participant.
With pleasure. I'm Denis Navant. I'm in charge of the heavy duty section in the company MLT. We have done some installation on site in France in a cement plant from Holcim of two important products, which are our super screw lacing and our kit fix and go.
Very well, let's watch right now the video.
Aujourd'hui à Leipzig, dans une cimenterie Holcim, nous sommes avec Monsieur Maury, le responsable de maintenance, et nous allons savoir un petit peu comment fonctionne votre cimenterie, Monsieur Maury.
Donc, bienvenue à Alkirch. Nous sommes dans une cimenterie qui est une industrie à feu continu. Donc nous avons un four qui est alimenté par la carrière. Donc la carrière, on extrait de la roche qui est une première fois concassée pour ensuite être transportée sur une bande transporteuse qui est de plus d'1 kilomètre pour ensuite alimenter le four et ainsi produire du ciment.
Il semblerait qu'au niveau de votre bande justement de 1 km, votre bande métallique, je crois qu'elle fait 1000 de large, vous rencontrez quelques problèmes des fois au niveau de déchirure, de coupure de votre bande.
Donc oui, la problématique de carrière, c'est une fois qu'on met la matière dans le concasseur, il peut y avoir des rochers saillants, il peut aussi y avoir de la ferraille, donc ce qui provoque des dommages sur notre bande et qui oblige les équipes à intervenir.
D'accord. Et auparavant, c'était quel type d'intervention que vous faisiez sur ce type de bande?
Donc j'avais une équipe spécialisée dans la vulcanisation qui nous fait réparer ces bandes transporteuses avec soit des agrafes, soit avec de l'encollage de bandes sur ce système qui ne sont pas des solutions bien résistantes dans le temps et surtout les agrafes usent les rouleaux et aussi les raclons.
D'accord. Je crois que maintenant vous êtes équipé de kit Fix and Go MLT avec un kit d'outillage. Vous pouvez nous dire un petit peu comment fonctionnent vos réparations?
Donc maintenant c'est mes mécaniciens qui sont capables d'intervenir sur les bandes. Donc on a augmenté la polyvalence de mes équipes grâce à cet outil. Donc ça permet de pouvoir réparer rapidement les bandes transporteuses.
C'est quelque chose que vous laissez de manière permanente?
Oui, puisque c'est fait en gomme et en tissu renforcé, donc ce qui permet d'avoir une usure équivalente à la bande transporteuse, donc la durée de vie de la bande transporteuse.
Et voyez-vous d'autres avantages par rapport à ce produit?
Donc ça permet à mes équipes de ne plus utiliser de produits chimiques, puisque les anciennes colles ne sont plus permises en utilisation à cause des produits chimiques, et aussi les nouvelles colles ne sont pas aussi efficaces que les anciennes, donc ça permet de ne plus utiliser de colle ni de produits chimiques.
Donc on peut dire que ce produit Fix and Go était quelque chose qui vous apporte une réelle solution à votre problème de maintenance de conveyors.
Tout à fait.
Je vous remercie.
I am now in the coal storage hall on this belt, which is about 150 meters long. It's an important belt that supplies the oven. If ever an installation has to be done in emergency, it must be very fast. We have installed on this belt our last generation super screw evolution 35, which is the smallest from our range, but this is sufficient for this 375 Newton belt in 2 plies. As you can see, on this plies was very well installed by the operators with an angle, thanks to the mounting kit that was provided to them. They also have removed the top cover and bottom cover to integrate the splice. The tightening is perfect. On the 2 size of screws provided in the package, they chose the right size of screw because it doesn't not exceed from the belt, which is very important. For perfect working of the splice, so that when we pass over the scrappers and the skirt, everything is perfect. Finally, the splice meets ATEX standards because it's a transport of coal and therefore it's a fireproof splice.
We are back on the film set. I hope you liked the video. Denis, I let you explain further about the super screw and summarize what we have seen on the video.
Perfect. So as you had seen during the installation, we have installed a super screw on a coil conveyor. It was a pretty important installation despite the small dimensions of the super screw, because if the conveyor was stopped, it would have occurred big consequences regarding the downtime cost. So key points regarding the super screw, we provided in abrasion, heat resistant, oil resistant, and more depending on your conveyor setting. It can be installed on much bigger belts in cement plants that are 2, 3, 4 meters width, depending again on the application. Then, the fix and go kit was installed on metallic belts. In this case, this is the same. And bearing in mind that this installation on ST belts, that takes a while. Generally, for ST belts, we use vulcanizing press or glue kit repair that do not last on those belts. The big advantage of the kit fix and go is simple to install, however, for textile and metallic belts. This is pretty small installation, but it's important to know that our rolls are provided in rolls of 2 meters and 20 meters, and sometimes on longitudinal ribs, it can be very convenient to use it, even for 10 meters ribs. In a few hours you can repair it, so it's very interesting for the cement plants. Anyway, I hope you liked it, and also that you will have our solutions.
Perfect. Thank you, Denis.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's go to the second step with Myriam Moreton that we have got live in duplex. Myriam is the product manager at MLT in charge of the technical belts. She is in contact with the maintenance manager who operated in the conveyor belt from a cement plant in Picardy in France. In the different technical talks you had Myriam, he explained to you his issues he encountered with the pre-dosing belts. Myriam, could you please explain a little bit more about it?
Yes, Maxime, I'm going to explain you the situation of the cement plant. Equipped with pre-dosing conveyors, we really short belts at the measure only 3,550 millimeters long, which represents some frequent passages on the rolls and on the fall of the raw materials. Before, the belts were hot spliced or cold bonded, but these splices were opened shortly, in a few weeks, even in a few days, and their rubber covers were due to the limestone abrasion.
Thank you, Myriam. Could you please tell us why the splice did not last?
For cost and space reasons, some conveyors are manufactured with really small rolls, but it doesn't take into account of the minimum diameter of the splice belts. This is the case of these 7 pre-dosing conveyors, which causes some frequent belt replacement, some pre-dosing stops, and production line stops before and after these pre-dosing machines, which creates some added costs. As you can see on this picture, the belts turn around small rolls of only 90 millimeters, given that the minimum roll diameter amounts to 250 and for the smallest carcass. Therefore, the splice belts cannot turn on such small rolls, their carcass is not suitable, their lifetime is slightly reduced, and the splices are opened after only a few days. That's where MLT expertise and technical belts come into.
Thank you, Myriam. And what is the solution to solve these splicing issues and quick wear?
From the data on the pre-dosing conveyors, we have defined, calculated, and manufactured the adapted technical belt.
Okay, and could you please explain what is a MLT technical belt?
We manufacture our belts on measure, depending on the characteristic and constraints of each machine, but also the products in contact. MLT manufactures its belt from specific raw materials and carcasses, allowing a better flexibility on walls and also a better abrasion resistance thanks to our compound really high abrasion resistance. But the solution is also in the manufacture and lessen splices, that is to say, we roll the various raw materials continuously on themselves and under tension.
There you go, we have got a video. Could you please comment it for the participants to better understand the concept?
Yes, of course. First, we roll the raw rubber on the bottom side. Then, continuous fabric on several turns. The number of turns depends on the desired resistance. At last, the raw rubber on the top side. As the belts are spliceless, there is no risk of belt opening. Manufactured under tension, our belts will not elongate once operating on the conveyors, so they have a better carcass, more resistant than splice belts, but they are also more resistant, abrasion resistant, thanks to our specific rubber compounds.
Thank you. It is much clearer now, and I hope this is much clearer for you currently watching the video. Do not forget to ask your question in the chat. And finally, we have got the second video, which is showing the installation you were talking about?
As you can see on this video, this cement plant is equipped with 7 predosing conveyors in series, before the supply of the raw materials, after the mixture discharged towards the production. If one of the predosing machines is stopped, it's all the production line which stops.
I believe that we better understand now. We are now going to let Eric in, the third product manager who will speak today for this webinar. Eric?
Hello Maxime, hello everybody.
You good?
Very good.
Perfect. I will let you introduce yourself.
Hello everybody, my name is Eric Walker. I joined MLT some years ago and I'm product manager of ISE belts.
Perfect. I think you have a video to show us today.
Exactly. The video was taken inside the cement plant Holcim. You will see the installation of belts with integrated splice.
Perfect. I'll let you watch the video.
As you can see in this extract, the installation is done very quickly. The new belt is aligned with a worn belt according to the way of use directly indicated by the arrow which is molded into the splice. We reproduce the shape of the splice. We cut along the line. The pulling devices are screwed onto the new splice. The belt is fixed still by screwing on the worn belt. The new belt is then put into the conveyor as the worn belt is just pulled out. Once in position, we pull back all the pulling devices. The belt is just ready to be spliced. We just adjust the two edges, one at the top of the other. We fix the first screws to match the upper part to the lower part. Then we fix in a random manner all the others. A visual check of the screws is just realized at the end of the operation. The belt is tensioned immediately by controlling the position of the belt on the drums and their squareness. The setting is adjusted if necessary all along during the belt rotation. Voila, your ISE belt is just installed.
Thank you, Eric. Great video. Could you remind those who are watching us of the main advantages of the ISE?
Of course, we are talking about an integrated solution. That's why for the installer, there is no specific or very technical work to do other than put the belt in and closing the splice by simply screwing it. Then the design of this solution guarantees a perfect alignment of the belt. A drastic and significant reduction in downtime for the user. Avoid using chemical and dangerous products and give all the confidence for the end user.
Perfect. Thank you, Eric. It was perfect. Don't hesitate to ask your questions, if you have any, about this solution. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
See you soon, Eric. By the way, thank you, Eric, for this great presentation. We will now move on to the last step, which is the setting in a cement plant, and which we will be presenting by Gilles, one of our product managers. Gilles, I'll let you enter into the stage.
Hi Maxime.
Hi Gilles, how are you?
Very good, and you?
I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yes, of course, I'm Gilles, product manager for the light duty belts and working for MLT for nearly 14 years.
Great. Could you tell us a little bit more about the installation you did and the solution you offered on site?
Of course, I had the opportunity to make an installation at the company Parex Lanco in Portet-sur-Garonne on a line of palletization. We had to change a well-worn belt and we replaced it with one of our solutions, which is the IFS splice. This splice is molded into the belt, a black PU belt from S-belt. We installed our solution, which is a splice that is very similar to the belt they use, without extra thickness, of the same thickness as the belt and almost leak-proof.
Lovely. And who was there with you?
They were the maintenance manager, Mr. Bertrand Delmas, who welcomed us, and Patrick from the company Sonovi, who are the participants who come from time to time to install splices at Parex Lanco.
Perfect. So I will let you enjoy the Gilles video.
Bonjour, je suis Bertrand Delmas, responsable maintenance du site Parex Lanco à Portée-sur-Garonne. Et du coup, nous avons fait un essai avec une jonction MLT. Donc, nous avons 3 lignes de fabrication. Nous avons choisi la ligne numéro 3, c'est qu'on voit arriver les sacs sur des convoyeurs. Nous avons changé la bande qui se trouve au niveau du palettiseur. Donc les bandes chez nous, les convoyeurs, c'est assez important parce que s'il y a une bande efficace, ça veut dire qu'on est en panne. Et si on est en panne, c'est du temps d'arrêt. Donc on essaye d'anticiper avec notre sous-traitant Sonovi pour rentrer des bandes en stock au niveau en fonction de l'usure. Et ensuite, nous utilisons une jonction à chaud. Donc, le jour où on fait la jonction à chaud, il faut que la société Sonovi soit présente. Si on arrive à planifier, c'est bon. Par contre, si ça vient à casser, il faut arriver à se dépanner rapidement. Donc, eux, ils ne sont pas toujours disponibles. Ils finissent un chantier et ils viennent en urgence. Et du coup, avec l'essai de la graffe MLT, ça permet d'avoir la bande en stock. La graffe, on peut la changer nous-mêmes. Donc, ça veut dire un gain de temps énorme. Environ 25 minutes, on peut changer une bande avec une agrafe MLT.
Now we can see the removal of the old belts and installation of the new one. It's a black PU belt, Breda 21 UFMT BK. So the alignment of the IFS splice, do not hesitate to overlapping the belt, then slide it to the right position. And after that you will have to introduce the 2 pins, polyacetal pins if the belt must remain flexible, and if you shouldn't have any metal parts on the splice, or otherwise you can use the stainless steel pins. It is up to you. And do not hesitate to put a little fat on the pins if needed, food grade or not. And then after that, tensioning the belt, not too much of course, and restart if necessary, adjusting the tension. But here it was really easy, as you can see.
What a great video! Thank you for your feedback, Mr. Delmas. I would like to thank particularly the company Allsim, who welcomed us in Alkirch, and the company Parex Lanco at Portée-sur-Garonne in France. Thank you to these 2 companies, and thank you, Gilles, for this great presentation.
Thank you, see you soon.
So we had our technical managers who directly went to your sites in the heart of your cement plants. You had some feedbacks from the customers who also explained how they work on site in their plants. As I told you at the beginning of the main challenging from the control of the processes and how to decrease the downtime, and clearly our solutions allow to help you getting over those challenges. First, with the technical belt from Miriam, endless and spliceless will clearly avoid you to stop the production, and this belt will last much longer than common belts. The second challenge was to optimize the downtimes. So you have the ISC from Eric, where you roll the belt around the conveyor with an integrated ISC splice. And you just need to fix it by screwing, so in 20 minutes you can start back again. Then you keep in stock the IFS, the super screw, the fix and go that are the permanent solutions to splice your new belts and worn belt as well. These solutions, you keep them in stock, and once you need it, you conveniently take them out from the stock and simply integrate them to your site. Before leaving, if you don't know MLT yet, MLT is a French manufacturer of splicing solutions for conveyor belts, technical belts. We have got a lot of experience in the field with over 75 years, and we have 2 R&D departments. MLT has 6 subsidiaries worldwide and a large partner network in over 120 countries, 1 agent network, and we really count on them, with whom we have shared our philosophy and respond to your need very quickly. We have got 3 manufacturing plants in France, and today's news is connected to that. We recently acquired the company Technigum, located in Belgium, and so we have got the new manufacturing plants in Belgium. Technigum is a manufacturer of equipment for conveyor. So now we are able to offer a full range of solutions around the conveyor, such as the scrappers, the belt trackers, the cradle impact beds, and the sealing parts as well. MLT is also a network of experts that comes to your site. We lead some audits and we train your technicals as well. And at the end, we offer a training which allows you to obtain the diploma of certified installer for you to install our goods properly. So thank you very much, and I really hope that you enjoyed this webinar. Do not hesitate for any request to contact our team, and you have the email address that is dispatched right now and the phone number as well. So contact us. Anyway, thank you for coming in such a large number today, and I hope to see you soon.